Station Gang, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another new installment, episode 70 here in this second week of March 2026. Another back-to-back, really great week of comic books to talk about, man. We've had 2 weeks really chock full of bangers, so can't wait to get into it. As always, I'm joined by my better half, my bro E from 9 Panel Grid. What is up, brother? How are we doing?
I am doing really. Yes, happy new comic book day, man. Yeah, I'm doing really good. Good day at work, good day at comics, got some reading done. It's getting a little bit warmer out. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet, but like I'll take it. I'm
ready, man. It's been like a breath of fresh air here. The weather turned this week, dude. Cut the grass yesterday, it's kind of great to spend the last 2 days outside a lot with the kiddos. It's been great to return to that, man. It's felt good. However,
here we go.
We're gonna drop we have this is such a Virginia day. I forget if it's tomorrow or the day after, but we have a high of 73 and a low of 29, and it's gonna snow at some point during the day. Yeah. It's gonna drop something like 10 degrees in an hour there early in the morning. Yeah, it just go forward to back to winter. We're gonna change our minds about it for a little bit.
Dude,
but yeah.
How do they treat the weather where you're at? The same way that they treat when you need to get your washer repaired or something. We'll be there anytime between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. that day. It's
dude, we get 50 degrees to play with in a day. You don't know what to expect.
That's insane.
It is insane. But yeah, regardless, man, it's been great to have this early sneak peek at spring, we'll say.
This week, for sure.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Before we get into the books, man, let's say what up to the chat. We have so many beautiful people in the building already. Bob Firsties. Anybody else remember Firsties? What up, Bob? How are you doing, sir? Happy new comic book day. We got Dr. Wargod in the building. What up, brother? How are you? Is Firsties the same as I saw it first? Sure.
Yeah. It's you say first.
Back in the day when everybody had blogs, people would put Firsties if they were first in the comments. Always saw it on Ain't It Cool News. Oh, nice throwback right there. Just a little harmless game in the comments. Oh, yeah, Bob.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he says, Ain't It Cool News? That brings me back. Amen, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't thought about that one in a minute. Bob said he did pretty good at Graham Cracker Comics today. Hell yeah, dude. Stayed on diet, but I forgot to get one book, Bleeding Hearts 2. Got to go back and snag that, my boy.
Get that, Bob. It's real good.
Oh yeah. Absolute Batman, Usagi, TMNT, so many good ones out this week as well. We got Simpleton in the building. What up, bro? He's got one word on his mind. What is it? E?
I don't know. I think he gives me more credit than I'm due because I have the brain the size of a peanut, dude. So Simpleton, let us know because I'm missing what you're putting down, man. It'll be obvious once you say it, but
Oh yeah. We got Rogue in the building. What up, brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming through, as always. We got Omega in the building. Omega Station, bro. Yeah. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. We got Vern in the building. You're looking good as well. Hell yeah. Check us tomorrow night. Blood Splatter Chatter, man, talking this new Scream. Oh, boy.
It was the best ever, right?
It was
franchise defining.
It was something. We got Pete in the building for Most Dope Comics, man.
What up, Pete?
Man, just saw Pete make his debut on one of Fable's reviews, I believe, man.
Right? Yeah, he killed it. That homeboy brought his notes.
Oh yeah, great appearance, bro. What up to Pete? Anybody else I missed, man? No, everybody say what up. Thank you all for coming through, man. Hope everybody's doing well out there in TV land, taking care of yourselves and each other. All right, let's get into it, dude. Oh, our one bit of news. Let's go ahead and watch the ad. I'll probably get another copyright, but come on, man. Let me live out here. We're just watching and reviewing.
Well, what, me worry?
that dropped. Hold on, let me go. I'll pause it right here so we can look at the names. This dropped this week. Chip killing it per use. Man, just I said it in the back chat. Best dad guy in comics, man. He's just hilarious.
Yes.
Just knows how to market a book. Just such a personable character, man. But yeah, this list of names is insanity, dude. This really wasn't on my radar. I know it's dropping April 1st. They got a video, some type of video accompanying it. So I'm super hyped for that. But yeah, I mean, just everybody who's anybody is going to be on this book. I can't wait to see what the guy cooking up with with all the things that this publisher has been doing, really being so consistent in quality lately. I think this is going to be par for the course. So how about you, bro?
Dude, that was the first I saw of it, and like, come on, it's Chip Zdarsky. Like, it's easy for me to get excited over the notion of that dude doing just about anything. But yeah, he's got such a unique sense of humor, man. So him taking over Mad Magazine, like, come on, that's gonna be fantastic. Like, I mean, that's a win-win. Like, there's nothing that you could do wrong with that. Plus, he clearly got to add another skin tight costume to his repertoire, man. He's got the Spider-Man check. Now he's got the Flash check. So he's living right. Yeah.
I can't wait to see Fraction's contribution. Seth Meyers is on there.
Dude, yeah, there's a couple names that are okay.
Yeah. So
right.
I like it'd honestly be cool to see more names from the comedy world showing up here. But regardless, like, man, no complaints on the comic book side of things. James Herron.
Dude, that name popped out at me too. I was just like, oh my God. Kagan McLeod, yeah, getting the team that did Captara back together with Zdarsky and Kagan. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So many great names. So we'll look out for this one on April Fools, y'all. When an appropriate release date for the Mad DC compilation one shot. So yeah, can't wait for this one. Great video by them. Just wanted to shout that out before we get into our worth of mentions.
I do kind of wish on that video though that like Mark Waid or someone came up behind him in a Batman mask and slammed his head into the table, a la The Dark Knight. Like, come on, we were
Fraction,
right there.
Fraction in the Batman mask. That would have been beautiful. Oh yeah. All right, man. You pick first. What do you want to talk about?
I'm talking about my pick of the week. If I get to pick first, man, Lost Fantasy was an absolute
my favorite issue. Yes, my favorite issue of the series yet. So
yeah, it was so good, man. We've had pairing artists kind of going back and forth with this story arc. In fact, right before we jumped on stream, I was watching a video interview conversation with the dude. So yeah, I had Lost Fantasy on my mind basically. But yeah, this was such an awesome issue. This was revelatory, right? We get to find out a little bit more about our main character Henry Blackheart than what we knew previously, and it just plays into all those wonderful fantasy tropes that we get to see played out in a book that has been arguably leaning more crime than fantasy, right? But it's been kind of walking that tightrope kind of line between those two things. This one, it leaned fantasy in a big bad way, and for all intents and purposes, it was a conversation, but it was all taking place within a battle, right? And that battle was done pretty epically by Luca Casaluqueta.
Oh my Lord, he just brought the house down. I mean, it was incredible, and I loved all the quiet moments too. But yeah, just like the flashback and seeing that whole the end of the battle they were celebrating initially. That they had fought together, and then. Man,
and they kicked the door down.
Yeah, I love the scene when they, the hunters entered the hall and all that stuff. But it was just, dude, how about when she was running out with the baby and she got blinded by all the apocalyptic visions and lightning and all that shit that was going on. It was like, man, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, a little Sophie's Choice kind of action right there.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I thought it was as far as what we've done with these characters so far, it was an incredible, revelation. And like you said, the artwork was just peak. I thought this was the best display of what we gotten from Luca throughout the series. And this was really just in his wheelhouse, and the sword fights and the revelatory stuff and the huge battles on the pitch and stuff like that, and one page to the next, it was just a delight to read. And I love the epilogue too, where it's what it sets up and
like,
where we're going from here. Like
I thought it was the end of the issue, and I'm like, that's a lot of ads in the back. And I turn the page, I'm like,
dude, you get your money's worth for this book, right? Like they always bring it. High page counts and consistent quality through and through. So such a great title.
It seems like a book that not a lot of people talk about either. It's either fallen off of people's radar. Just it definitely doesn't get the love that I feel like it deserves, man. So Lost Fantasy, if you're not reading it, give it a chance.
Dude, and we got one of the Jonas brothers writing on this joint, Franklin Jonas. Like that's wild to me.
It's wild. I can't say if that excites me. I'm keeping very even keel about it because I have no background on their writing ability, but I'll give them a chance, right? But it's got to be popular enough to give it a spin-off title, right? Like there's got to be enough readership for that. So I'm here for it. I'm definitely going to give that the spin-off a chance as well and see where they're going. They
definitely earned a spin-off reader in me. This has been a fantastic series, and bro, you've been a faithful servant for it, man. You had it on the best of, for the 2025. So shout out to you for singing its praises.
It's easy to spotlight good books, man.
Oh yeah. What's another Kurt book you would recommend for people who like this and want to get into something similar, or just anything else from him?
So that's the interesting thing is that all of his work, I feel like, strikes a different tone, a different vibe, right? Like, so Indigo Children was very good, although it feels incomplete. There's more to tell in that story, and we got some backups in Lost Fantasy, the very first couple of issues. That was a really good story to follow, though. He did a lot of comiXology work, though. A book, Youth, was really good. Money was really good. I would encourage everyone to check that out. I haven't read a single thing from him that I have disliked. But it really he strikes out and does a lot of different things. If there's a comparison, if you read Brian Wood's work back in the day when he was doing work like DMZ and he was doing work like Northlanders and Demo, it feels like that, where he's able to just branch out and do a lot of different genres at the same time and do it really, really well. That's like, I don't know, that's the best comparison points I can make. So I would definitely encourage people to check those out for sure, though.
Yeah, that's awesome, though. That's high praise that he can be, that flexible and that much of a chameleon creatively.
Yeah. Oh, and he has had a book drop today from Mad Cave too, 51, that I feel like I'm hearing some good things about. So I haven't gotten a chance to read it myself yet, but I'm excited to.
Good stuff, man. I've read Indigo and a couple other things, but I knew you were well versed, so I appreciate the recommendations.
Of course.
I want to talk about Speed Racer, dude. I caught up on some Speed Racer. I really enjoyed myself.
Right.
It's a great book, and what's his name? David Tinto, killing it on the artwork. I love the artwork,
dude. Big energy in that book, which is something
perfect for it. Absolutely perfect for it. It's pitch perfect for the book. The whole look of it, like all the characters, the action on the racetrack. I love the little Batman tech bubbles that we got going on here, when they bring out like the secret gear and stuff like that. It was fantastic. But man, shout out to David Pepos. I think he's just one of the most consistent best writers doing it right now. Between this and Space Ghost, he's just taking these properties and breathing life into them in such interesting ways, and characters that I'm vaguely familiar with from childhood, but never did I think I'd be invested in stories on either side of the ball like I am with these two books. So I think it's just a testament to the strength of his writing, his ability to kind of grab all these little bits of these worlds, these characters, these moments, and just weave it into this wonderful narrative that's modern and updated and hits you in the heart, man. Like, he knows how to tell a story that's connected to family and to build on these characters in effective ways to where you're really invested in their journey and where they're going, especially in Space Ghost. We're definitely going to get there in Speed, but what he's built in Space Ghost is really special. But yeah, I just love this one. I loved love the backstory between, I love the stuff going on with his dad, and then the backstory between what was it, Cal Cranum and his father and Speed's dad and all that stuff going on here.
It kind of felt like Iron Man 2 to me, right? Like with Ivan Drago and his father being one of the people that helped create the arc reactor. But then, it felt, I had big time vibes of that. And you know what's kind of funny too, and I was thinking about this throughout the week, especially after I read Speed Racer here, the amount of people that were previously comic book reviewers or like in like the editorial space on comic books and stuff like that are doing really good work in comics right now, like David Pepose, like Kieran Gillen. I was just listening to Off Panel, and they had the writer and artist for a new book that just came out, Exploit or Exploited.
I saw that one today.
Yeah, who previously worked for Comic Alliance. Like, it's just crazy to think like how many people were in that space reviewing books that are now writing really great comic books. Man, it's kind of cool to see that.
Hell yeah. Well said, bro. Amen to that. Yeah, but I just I love the issue. I love where it ended up, Speed with the L, getting in the big wreck, dad not knowing what he's done. I love the irony of his engine being the one that explodes and not the one of his rivals, where like we all thought was gonna happen. Yeah, and it's cool to have, like, it seems like a worthy nemesis, and I like where we're going with the story. So really enjoyed the ride there.
Yeah. Brought that big, arrogant, youthful flair to the issue that I think was needed, but he needed to get smacked down in an engine blowing up kind of way.
Yeah. The tech looks cool on it though. It's really really well drawn. So again, Tinto's doing great stuff. Anyway,
for sure.
You're up. Which one do you want to tackle next?
Oh, okay. I went indie first, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Absolute Superman this time, because apparently I just like big, dumb fights in my comics from last week. So this one was all just about Hawkman and Superman taking on Parasite in a big, bad way. And I mean, don't get me wrong. The story was awesome too, and I really like what they delivered there, but like it was all Juan Ferrera's artwork for me. That's like, that's what I was here for that party 100%. And man, it just got me really, dude, these, okay, I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent here, but like, dude, some of the, I don't want to call them fill-in artists, right? But the guys that are taking over these mini arcs of the books, dude, I look at their artwork, right? We have Canetti that's doing Absolute Batman. We got Ferrera on Absolute Superman. We got, Day Eloise on Wonder Woman, and I'm like, dude, like that's your second up. That's your second up. Are you kidding me? Like, it's just crazy. I don't know. Again, it's just a testament to DC and how well they're doing and how thoughtful they're being plotting and planning this out. And I have to assume that they're treating these creators well. Okay.
Yeah, don't forget about that Mr. Freeze art from that.
Marcos Martin, the great. Yes. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. It's just crazy. It's just crazy how well DC is doing it right now. But off of my soapbox here, the issue itself, it was just a banger, man. So colorful, so lively, so bright. Kal-El, I keep starting to call him Clark, but he's not really Clark here. Kal-El is just so arrogant and like, I don't know, but like not arrogant in a selfish way. He's arrogant like he could take on the world. He could do anything and everything that's needed to help the people now. And I think he's got like this bright shining beacon of hope that's going to get beaten down, beaten out of him in short order. I mean, Ra's al Ghul tried, and he's going to try harder next time he comes up. So I don't know. I'm loving Absolute Superman. It's been a slow burn, a slow build, but like, dude, that build keeps going up. It keeps climbing.
Yeah, I think we're definitely, at this book is like completely, transformed for me here in this the second stretch. I've talked about it ad nauseum, how much I've loved this this second part of the second half of the arc and where we are now. But these two issues with Juan have been super special. And this one, dude, I felt like when you're talking about him being that thing that can and will and wants to save everyone, like this felt like that first issue where it felt like tangible, and the way he implants himself and the consciousness, all these people being consumed by Parasite, convinces them to, turn to hope, right? To be released from that fear, I thought was insane. And like that page Juan had where it was the Hawkman helmet and he was inside the panels, he was talking to Carter Hall inside of it. That was just like utter brilliance, man. I just love the way he rendered that entire sequence. I just thought it was so on point. I loved his parasite. It was super freaky and nasty and just
dude. It was
like the way
he was staring.
Yes,
at, right?
Dude, the way he's oh man, it looked like a miserable experience. But I love that moment of realization with Lois. Like, I heard you talking to me or whatever, and the fear went away and it released me. So I thought it was just so well written and such a wonderful end of the story. And yeah, dude, I think we got absolute Legion of Doom on the horizon. Right?
Oh yeah,
we got Roz, and now, dude, how about the end with Brainiac? Right?
Dude,
oh my god,
he's the most maniacal
with the clockwork. He did the clockwork orange to Lex. With
the
eyeball. I was like, you were cold blooded.
Oh yeah, he is he's my favorite villain without a shadow of a doubt. I'm here for all of the zaniness that he gets into, which I'm sure is going to be. I mean, when the dude's got like chainsaws for hands, he's going to cause some damage, but like. I'm here for it. Whatever it is, whatever version.
Like after he did all that, he walked off with those scissor legs. He's like, I trust you. You'll use this. Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah.
All right, what you got?
Man, how about sacrifices, bro? Andre Lima, Rojo, like obviously you talk about fill-in artists we don't miss a beat with. Obviously the case here, he's already proven himself on this series. And man, here it just all comes crashing down. Like it just.
This was not the feel good book of the month.
we finally see Pigeon get the this Cedar satellite thing that's his life's that his latter life's work up and operational. And just as he does, he loses everything to the rebellion, the revolution led by. Who else? None other than his own sister, amongst others. And yeah, we basically just watch it all burn. Everything, he loses in the end. It's a giant L for him, and it just feels hopeless, right? Where do we go from here? We couldn't. There was no happy medium, and in the end, all the efforts and the violence and the mountain he climbed to what he thought was redemption really just ended up being hate.
Dude, and it's so cyclical too, right? Because his sister saw that he was going to be and knows how he was Pigeon was treated as a child, and then she went through that cycle and was saved by Saluna, and they try to change the world, and the person that in turn then stops their progress right as it's about to jump off is the person that's experienced it all. It was such a heartbreaking thing to experience, through all of their actions and all of their efforts and attempts and so on and so forth, man. And then just to have it all just come crumbling down, and it's not even the end either. So we don't even know where it goes from here, but it was depressing. It was real freaking depressing.
It really was. It really was. I want to say more about it, man. It was just rough. It was that literally timed out to the second. It's working. And then they start just lobbying cannon fire and attacking it.
How does that Linkin Park song go? Something about fighting so long and fought so hard, but in the end it doesn't even matter. Something like that. Yeah. That's kind of how this issue felt.
Yeah, it's these last two have been brutal, and I was hoping Saluna would beat the what is it called again?
The Spore, right?
Yeah, I was hoping she would beat that, man, but unfortunately it consumed her. I wish there was a little bit more clarity with what that was. Did you ever understand that weird perilous part of her journey?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say the same thing because I still don't know if I have a full grasp on what it was, because it felt like it felt like she also had a symbiotic relationship with it where it also empowered her. Like it protected her and saved her life and saved the life of those kids, but then also was like maybe sapping from her as well. I don't know.
Remember when like she first had it, she was going to sleep and it was killing everything in town? Like, remember that shit? Like,
exactly.
It's just such a weird journey with it. We never really got any answers. But yeah.
In a book where a pigeon is a god, I'm not going to ask questions.
Amen, bro. Amen. All right. You're up.
It's me. All right. Well, I have to pick Poison Ivy because I'm a slacker and I have not caught up on sleep yet. So Poison Ivy. This was a very interesting issue. I think it's like peak Poison Ivy though, but I guess I didn't necessarily think that we would take a time jump where it's like the last issue ended with her being like, I'm gonna be mayor, and this issue starts where it's like, I'm mayor, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. There's a bigger process in all of this. I've watched what went down in New York City, so I know that there's a mayoral election and there's a lot of things that go on with this stuff. So to see her just like be the freaking mayor of Gotham City, it took me a little bit by surprise, but I think it was really cool. I like that we get to see this new setting and this new tone for Pamela, but we kind of get to see her surrounding cast be the same people, but now they're just like they have seats at the table of her little power struggle. My favorite thing of the entire issue, though, is that she went to go see Vandal Savage in the previous issue, and she got very literally smacked down, right? And then she sees him now, and she's the mayor, and she gets to turn the tables on him and be like, sit down. It's like, just shut your mouth. Don't make me. It was awesome. It was so well earned. Dude, G. Willow Wilson just has such a great voice for this character. Like
characters, dude.
Characters, yeah.
For all of the ones she brought to the party. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't envy the person that takes over Poison Ivy if it continues on after G. Willow Wilson.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, that's going to be some big shoes to fill, man. But like, again, it's like one of DC's. I think that people are hip to it now. I think like I don't want to say unheralded, but like like it's just one of those books that flies a little bit more under the radar than other books, and it really shouldn't because G. Willow is like, whew, she's doing really really good work though. And Marcio Takara comes back on this issue too, which is like one of those things where you don't know you miss it until it's back, and then you're like, oh, this just feels like Poison Ivy now. Yeah. So yeah, it was a great issue, man. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I loved it, dude. I love all the impetuous, impulsive decision making and how, Janet from HR is questioning things, and it's all. I don't know. It's the fact that she's not willing to work with the those who came before her, and that she wants to wipe the slate clean as admirable, but at the same time, like she's now realizing the goals that she set for herself in this mayoral run may have been a little bit too high. So, and she's also got to like worry about the what's it called,
the Bog Venus, right? Or no,
the kids on the street, like the Green Knight, the Green Army or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, because I think there's still an element there that could break bad for her. They've got kind of immunity for the time being, but we don't know how it's going to go. Ivy's always playing with fire like that. So it's crazy. She just murdered Homegirl a couple of issues ago, and now she's mayor. Like, that's really wild.
Is it crazy, Stu? Is it crazy though?
I just love that it's like the little girl caught it on her phone, and we're like, oh man. And now she's mayor. Like two issues later. I love it.
And there's people like making commentary about it too. They're like, yeah, we didn't like her either. It's like, whoa.
Exactly.
But it's funny. This book is so
help the campaign.
Yeah, exactly. It's deceptive, right? Because like I think of like when I'm reading comics or just when I'm like enjoying media, I think of that Joseph Campbell, journey that a person takes, the hero's journey, right? They leave home and whatever, they go through all the path and then they return home having changed. And I feel like this book just like takes that whole premise and throws it right out the window because there's no character growth. There's no change whatsoever. In fact, it's the struggle to try to take step one of that journey, and it just like never happens. It's like just trying to fit a square peg in a round hole for for Pamela. Like, she just cannot do it. She tries, she gives it like 2% effort, and then just gets pissed off, and she's like, you know what, screw this, and then plants.
Yeah. Plants. Evil spores. Evil mushroom spores, bitches. Yeah. What are we on? Like issue 40? What is this? 40 something?
It's in the 40s. Yeah, I think it's like early 40s, 41, 42.
Love it.
All right, take us home.
Sleep, the conclusion. I don't know if it was everything I wanted it to be, but it was still dope regardless. And this series has been awesome. I still recommend it. It's I need to go back and read it all now that we got it all collected, just in one fell swoop, and see how I experienced it then, because there were some things that I already went back and looked at a little bit of issue 1 and 2 after finishing this issue 8, and there was a couple things that would have helped, just having some of those things more fresh in the memory. So, but regardless, I think it's been an incredible tale. Xander Cannon's done said a lot of things about love, friendship, who we really are versus the person we project to other people. I love the fact that we never really saw the monster in this. It was kind of like really frustrating at some points, but it was also really engaging and intriguing, and made me want to know more. The color palette was incredible, and yeah, I've always loved Xander as a person, what he stands for, and I'm always going to be a fan of his work. So this one was dope. I want to read it all together and see if the finale sits with me a different way, because it wasn't all. I thought we were going to get a big monster reveal, and we got a couple badass monster moments in the final issue though. But it was also there was some exposition and some tying back to earlier events and characters that I wasn't really expecting, but I think will make sense nonetheless on a reread. But Sleep, y'all. Definitely recommend checking this series out.
Would you say don't sleep on it?
Don't sleep on it. Exactly.
Okay. Well, I think last month when we brought it up as a worth mentioning as well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we were kind of discussing whether or not it was maybe going to be a better trade read than a single issue read. Having read the finale, do you have an opinion on that? Do you think?
Definitely think it's trade read. Yeah. Okay. I think it'll hit harder.
I knew it all along. That's why.
And I think it'll be a great one, though. I think it'll be a nice brisk one. Yeah, of course you saw it. Absolutely. Let me get the comments. I see Paper and Plastic in here. What up, fellas? Good to see y'all. Hope you're doing well. I guess I was going to catch up on the rewind, but looking for the bad one. Yeah, the Batman talk. Yeah, absolutely. Coming up right now. Let's get into it, dude. Batman.
Well, Simpleton, before you jump into this, Simpleton did call out the word that, again, my simple brain should have known but didn't. In fact, I dropped it in the back chat today here. Ramvi, Evan Cagle, and Anandar K, their new joint. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Disidium. One of those three.
Really pretentious.
It sounds so pretentious, but it's also backed by a European comic maker and just being distributed by Image Comics. So like lean in, get pretentious, man. Be European.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. So
I mean,
anyway,
those names alone, I'm in. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So that
you have any?
That's on my mind.
What's it going to be about again?
I have no clue. I don't even know.
Give us anything.
I saw the. Oh, okay. Simpleton just dropped it. It means to kill God.
Ooh.
I'm here. I'm down.
Yeah.
You could have said it means clown.
To kill God.
To kill God.
That doesn't have the same name to it. Decidium. Killing God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm down. I'm so down. Okay. I'm sorry. I digress. Batman
number 7, Matt Fraction, Jorge Jiménez, Tomeu Morey, and Clayton Cowles on the letters. dude.
Clayton Cowles on so many freaking books, dude.
Yeah, killing it. The Joker visit, right? First off, I love this entry. Like him, floating down the way Jorge does the tisk tisk when he lands and taps his feet. Yeah, there with Bullock, and he wants to see you, and and we're off. Again, I love these title pages, man. Just
So
look
cinematic.
fantastic. Absolutely. Everyone has been so great. So shout out to Jorge on those. Just doing. Do you think this is his best issue yet? Like,
ooh, the last issue was really good. The date issue was really
the
good.
date issue was really good. I mean, are you with me on him doing the most inspiring work of his career right now, though?
Yes.
Like as far as Batman goes?
His work while Fraction's been the writer on the book has been better than his time with Zdarsky, better than his time with Tynan. Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so he goes to see Joker, who's obviously under the care of Dr. Zoller in a tube, and she's got this cool electro floor. What did you think here, bro? Did you think she was gonna fry him?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I think she's a very altruistic character, right?
We know she's working with him though, right? Like everything is not what it seems with her, right?
You think so?
Yeah. Well, she was like, wasn't she talking to him at some point in one of the issues on? And I don't know.
I think that she believes in the work that she's doing. I can say that much. Like, I think that she's bought into the idea of this Crown of Storms rehabilitating people. Like, I think she's bought into that. And it may be that she's bought in so much that she's just drinking the Kool-Aid at this point. But I don't think it's because she's being influenced, or at least knowingly influenced.
All right.
She's not like, let's gas Gotham. Let's put some smiles on their face.
I think she
like,
kind of is,
like
though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe I'm more trusting than you. We've learned something tonight.
What did you think about this Joker look, man? Kind of bloated in the back to tank.
You know what? I'm happy. I'm here for it. We need more chubby representation in our comic books, and I think this is stupendous.
More chubby representation. I saw this on Instagram right before the show. I wanted to read it. It's Fraction talking about Joker look, saying he gets the shit kicked out of him in DC's KO, so something happens between there and this, and who knows what it is. There's something I believe Grant Morrison came up with in Arkham Asylum with Dave McKean, that the Joker has super sanity. He has to reinvent himself every day to try and keep up with all the stimuli the world throws at him that he can't regulate. And I have a friend who's a neurobiologist, and we were talking about stuff, and I read things about people with profound untreatable depression issues, and this guy built a cap that regulates electricity. He had a patient whose entire life was depressed as episodes, suicide attempts, institutionalization. I'm going to butcher that. Institutionalizations, and an endless cycle. And at some point on an MRI or a CT scan or something, he saw that some part of their brain wasn't lighting up as it should be. And he went to Radio Shack and just made it. It literally just pings the dark parts of her mind. And at the time of the article, her life had changed. She had held a job for more than 1 year, and she was engaged to be married. Like, everything was different for this woman. It's just kind of playing with all the stuff that, like, what if that super sanity is generating like all this electrical activity beyond what people are supposed to have in your brain, and that's why he's so thin all the time. He's just like burning like a marathon's worth of calories every day, just like being alive. And what happens if you stop that? That's where we meet our boy is in a tube, and because now his metabolism has stopped, he's not wraith-like and thin anymore. What are your thoughts on Fraction's super sanity comments?
I think
the electrical signals.
I gotta hit up a Radio Shack.
Radio Shack, right?
Losing some weight.
Start pinging the dark parts of your mind, bro.
There's a lot of darkness up there. Dude, who the heck says? By the way, I have a friend who's a neurobiologist, and he
sounds like somebody hit the blunt and passed it to him, and was like, "So what's up with that Joker?" And he was
like, "Dude, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all." But
I love it though.
I like that he puts this at a place and time within DC too, because that first line where it's like something happened between this and DCKO, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, interesting. Like it's cool that this seems disconnected, and he finds a way to be like, by the way, dot dot dot, like like
Yes, agreed.
kind of gets that connective tissue between there. That's really cool. Like, and could it have happened more in the issue? Sure, but but I also like that distance that it presents. Like it doesn't feel like you need to be tied into everything.
Hell yeah. But yeah, because we really haven't seen much else like outside continuity getting tied in. He's kind of just done his own thing in this world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was a cool little quote. Anyway, yeah, there's our boy. I thought it was really cool that story he told about the officer who he disfigured and ruined his life, and he wanted to kill him, and how he ended up, being his little minion, right? And how hate can transform people in mysterious ways and all that. I just love all the little bits of conversation back and forth. The voice he has for this particular character, and how really hyper intelligent he made him.
And the other thing too is that I really like, and I shouted this out in my review, is that Jorge has not missed an issue since Matt Fraction's been on the book. And I think little details like this go a long way, because in a page where Jorge would have had to have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels, he only has to really draw, 5 of them. That's a time-saving mechanism. He can plow through pages quicker just by way of having that text on screen where it's the Joker speaking. That's such a smart way to keep your artists fresh and keep them on the book and keep them ahead of schedule in a way that doesn't feel jarring for us as the reader. Like, just chef's kiss. Like, that's just really, really smart, creative choices that are made that really, really enhance the reading experience.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, he does take the opportunity to do like a couple incredible, gatefold pages in here, like,
Yeah.
in return, like which starts right here. I love the I remember everything. I love how we get those little bits of playing cards and stuff over there in the top right, kind of floating off with like the electrical activity and stuff like that. Just fantastic. And I love the way they've made the mask look like a smile, like with the teeth.
Yep.
Just so good.
Yeah,
so
masterclass.
Good. Absolutely. Just a great design by Jorge, man. And then this page, this is the one we're talking about. I'm not even doing it justice because I can't put the whole thing properly on here, but man.
Yeah.
This was incredible, right? And him remembering everything. We get all these, seminal moments from his history with bats, but just an incredible all-time random page from Jorge right here.
Dude, and he's playing with like you see little tinges and influences in his artwork too, from like Dave McKean. You see a little Roland. You see some like classic, like original. And forgive me, I wouldn't be able to call out the name of the artist that did it, like, but the way back, kind of versions of the Joker. You see, it's like a love letter to the character and his lineage through the Batman title itself, man. This was such an awesome, it's just a great page, man. Could you imagine
that anniversary issue he did with Zdarsky, where he like mimicked like all those different Batmans and style? He did that Frank Miller style. Like, do you remember that one?
The multiverse of Batman? Yeah,
absolutely incredible. Like his versatility and like he can just, I don't know, he can adapt so well like that, and the way he can mimic those styles is just incredible. So,
but that's the cool thing, is it's not like it's not him doing another person's style. It's him interpreting another person's
for sure.
style.
No,
because
I don't.
Yeah,
that was like when he was doing Frank, he wanted it to look dead on, like Dark Knight Returns. This is like something different. Yeah, this is like Jimenez, kind of getting run through his like creative factory and coming out the other side.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I love this page here. The back and forth, him telling him he was the only one he really understood, and then the revelation that his life is in danger, and calling him by Bruce at the end. What'd you think about the end and where we're headed?
I mean, there's always. I feel like there's been times back and forth where Joker has known that Batman is Bruce Wayne or Bruce Wayne is Batman, one of the two. So like this part didn't hit as hard as maybe it's hitting for Batman in that. I love the little Metal Gear Solid like broom, like the exclamation point basically.
And that blue is so good, man.
The classic looking suit, or like I should say, the Neil Adams era type suit looks really, really good, man. It's nice that they've gone with a more colorful approach, man. I think it needed that change, but yeah, the end didn't hit hard for me. I think it was the issue as a whole that just made it that really made everything just work and fit as well. Like if I got a lackluster issue and then we got this at the end, this would feel like a big nothing for me. It doesn't feel like nothing because the buildup was excellent.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh, I'm really excited to see what they're gonna play with, because like they earned my trust throughout the other 21 pages.
Yeah. I mean, that back and forth conversation was extremely well written. That I think that's in his wheelhouse, man. That's what that's one of those things he does really well, is dialogue and those conversations between characters. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this was a special one. I'm gonna get to the comments real quick.
Yeah, Bob's got some banger comments in there.
All right. I love this Batman Kill Switch issue. Might have been my favorite. Hell yeah, dude.
It's definitely worthy for sure.
Workout says 7 issues in. Are we ready to say where Batman ranks among ongoing titles? I'll say this is one of the best things DC has going month to month. Like he said, we've had the same creative team on every single issue. I don't think they're taking a break anytime soon. And it's been phenomenal. I'll go ahead and say this is going to be an all-timer of the Batman run when it's all said and done. I have no problem saying that one. I think it's definitely got the legs for that. And yeah, what Fraction's doing here is special, and Jorge is inspired, man. You can tell.
I can't say anything more. Ditto, right? I mean, that's you said it all.
Bob says, I think the Doctor has a secret. If Joker will turn her, if he hasn't already. Yeah, something's going on. See, we're on to it.
Y'all need to a lot
romantic interest, man. You really think it's going to end well?
Oh, I didn't think it's going to end well. I just don't know if I think that she's like sided with the dude. We'll see.
Bob has a neurobiologist friend he met at Bane Camp in Canada. Yeah,
because who doesn't?
Right? What if the Joker is just a puppet? The Doctor is running a long con. I don't know. He says, "What does the Joker's speaker sound like? Stephen Hawking, Kit the Car. What do you got? What do you think, E? What do y'all think?
Rodney Dangerfield. That's my guess. I don't know. He does have a sense of humor, so
I'm going Jason Statham.
You think he's going with the Brit accent? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now is it? So we're talking Transporter Jason Statham, or are we talking like Snatch Jason Statham?
I just saw
what's it very called? Different.
Beekeeper Jason Statham, whatever his latest one.
So he's more right. He's more growly in his newer movies.
Yeah, like let's keep it growly.
Okay. Yeah.
Pete says this issue is special because that fold out will most likely not be the same. Man, I don't know what that means, but that fold out is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sometimes that's done really, really well, and sometimes I feel like they totally miss the mark on those foldouts. I feel like creators in the last couple of years, when they've taken advantage of that stuff, they've done it right. It's definitely felt worthwhile. This was worthwhile for sure.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Oh, he said in the trade. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's going to be.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Are they going to do a fold out in the?
They might just do one of those weird things where they print it all and it looks all weird, and you're like, well, that's.
It's like when you set a wallpaper on your monitor, but it's a weird size, and you stretch it, and you're just like, sure, that's fine.
Man, some of my favorite comics from the '90s are those gatefold joints. Like
that
Wolverine Sabretooth fight issue where it's just all crazy 4-page foldouts. Yes, give it to me. Come on, what are we doing? Play with it, man. Have fun. Like
exactly.
Make me turn the comic book around. Love that shit. Bob wants more foldouts, more ambition. Talk to him, bro.
Heck yeah.
Chocos in the building. Station. What up, man? Good to see you.
Up?
Hope you are doing well. Thank you for coming through. We are just talking some Batman number 7. We're finishing up on that one, actually. And we're going to move on to Beneath the Trees, Rite of Spring, number 6, our series finale. First of all, been talking about how much I love these title pages. I love how it's all error messages and the blue screen of death here. It's all shut down, right? Dude, how'd you feel about the overall thoughts before we break down the burning of Woodbrook?
Oh man, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if it just. I'm on the fence. It didn't sing to me like some of these issues prior did. I'll put it that way.
Well, see, so and this is the thing that I was talking about. Heck, you and I have talked about this too. Like where it felt like the first series didn't need a sequel series. It just ended really in a really satisfying manner, and it didn't need to ever come back. And we got this, and we're like, oh crap, they're doing really well. And I was curious, like I was like, okay, are they going to set this up to be satisfying, like a satisfying conclusion where you don't need to read anything else, or is this going to set it up for a sequel? And this felt very much like it was setting up for a sequel, right? I feel like this ended very intentionally, leaving more to be said, which then in turn kind of left me feeling like, okay, well, so this isn't the end. This is just a so long, catch you later. So it's like, all right. Yeah. So, I think we need more to be able to look back at this and say whether or not it was as satisfying as it could be. I don't think it was bad. I think it was really well done. Maybe it's just that I want more. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like the how he left it with like Sam talking about there being so many fans. Like I don't know how that's going to translate in the future, because I wonder, I don't know if there's going to be IDW is going to be pushing for more of this. I wonder what the future actually of Beneath is going to be with this new ownership. But I don't know. The last little bit of it left me a little whatever. But regardless, I thought our journey to get there to Sam's ultimate getaway was pretty badass, and we focused a lot on characters other than Sam in this issue, which was surprising. Spent a lot more time with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of get the fact that Sam is kind of like looking back at it and being and seeing the inspiration that maybe she had stroked. You saw that with her and Monica.
No, I'm not. Right? I'm not mad at that. I'm just the emphasis on that makes me think that we're gonna have the next series is gonna have something to do with fans of hers, or it's gonna be a fan of hers and the spotlight type stuff. So I don't know how I feel, but I could be just reaching and that's my interpretation overreacting, but I don't know.
It could though, but dude, I mean, you could say that, but then look at some of the coolest psychological thrillers ever. Like Silence of the Lambs was about essentially a copycat killer, right? That's the whole reason that they had to go find the Samantha of that book or movie, which was Hannibal Lecter. So I don't know. I think it could open the door for some cool ideas though.
Yeah. All right. That sounds pretty good. Silence of the Lambs with Sam as a Hannibal Lecter. I'm kind of.
I mean, tell me you can't see Sam with that that face mask on, being wheeled out.
For sure.
So does that make Monica our? Does that
Monica,
make Monica,
bro? Oh my god.
But would she be Clarice or would she be?
No, Clarice didn't get burned alive.
Okay, all right. We never saw a body.
That was the.
We never saw the body.
Okay, we just heard her screaming for her life inside. Oh, hold on. Actually,
did we?
There's one horrific. Look at that frame in the center.
Oh shoot. Well, we don't know if that's her.
Get the fuck out. Oh man, that was the one. That was the biggest shocker of this one, right? Like that she didn't get out. That she went out that. Like I thought it was going to be at least a little bit more like a good night. But yeah, Sam basically burns the town down. She does get confronted by Simon. she shoots at him as he drives away, which was fucking nuts. I thought she was going to kill that poor kid. I couldn't have taken that one, bro.
No, that would have been
he's been through a fucking enough. That poor little bastard.
Yeah.
But then this poor Al character rolls up on her, man. Oh no. And
yeah,
she takes full advantage, kills her and takes the car, and Monica's burning alive inside, and she's got incendiary devices all over the town, and basically, it's a regional. They need regional help. They got firefighters. At one point we see her driving out of town. There, you see a sign for Woodbrook that says it's 12 miles away, and you see fire trucks heading there. So people are coming from all around to help out the fires. But this was their escape plan, man, to create and it was a brilliant one. Create a diversion way bigger than would ever be caused to focus on her and her, all her horrific doings. And she ended up, at least being able to destroy some evidence in the end. But yeah, like we get her finally going out west to. I did love this scene with the lizard. That shit was hilarious. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they don't like folks. And she's like, "Well, that sounds like just what I need." But yeah, man, it was a wild ride. With some of these issues, like that one in the middle where we got the backstory, what happened to her parents, just brilliant. And this, I think, just another engrossing and just such a well written and well executed layer to this character. Just one of the biggest and best things to hit comics in the past few years, and rightly so. It's a worthy follow up, and it's not a perfect finale in my eyes, but regardless, it's a very, very strong one. And this series is still like a 5 out of 5 for me, man. I don't think it has very many flaws as far as sequels go. So.
No, I think it builds and it makes the first series even an even better version of what it could be. I think it did all the right things that a sequel needed to do, and still leaves us again in a place that leaves the door open and leaves us with some questions that probably should be answered later on, right? Because there's look at the cover of the book, right? Like, it's just so telling the type of character that walks away from something like that stone-faced and just like no feeling and no remorse. That could arguably be the scariest thing about this, because there is just no emotion to anything that she's ever done in any of these issues at all. It's brutal and visceral in a way that most comics don't get to be, which is like, I don't know, a little bit more stoic, a little bit more just menacing, a psychological thing as opposed to a gory thing, even though it gets gory.
Yeah. The gore still finds a way to surprise me sometimes, man. It's crazy.
It does, yeah. Especially, again, it's still like these storybook looking characters, man.
Yeah, facts. We got Rooster in the house. What up? Just in time for Beneath the Trees. Hope you're doing well, sir. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming through and chilling with us. Pete asks, Copycat Killer spinoff series incoming? Probably. I don't know. I hope we take a break.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit of room away from the series. This came out, I feel like, real soon after the first one.
He got it. I think he got it done in a really tight time frame, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He said, I approved. I agree that it wasn't as strong as the first arc, but I kind of love that it went full scorched earth. Hell yeah, dude.
Very true. Absolutely. Yeah.
Pete says, I really wanted to see Monica off Samantha. That last panel of Monica was crazy, bro. Heartbreaking. She didn't get out.
I stand by my statement. We didn't see that it was really her.
Bro, she's gone. Just let it go. Let it go.
I'm just trying to cover up my stupidity, okay?
Rooster says, Horvath is impressive with killing the characters who do all feel real and relatable. Yeah, he will rip your heart out.
Yeah.
I bet Lisa will be killing in the next arc, all burnt like Freddy Krueger. I think he means Monica. I hope not. I don't want to see burnt Freddy Krueger or Monica. God, I'm not ready for that. I think Simon. I guess Simon's next up to become the serial killer.
Don't put that evil. No. No. He's damaged, but not that damaged.
Hey, I don't know. We all got to start somewhere, right?
I'm sorry, what?
All right. Our last book
Moving
of the
on.
evening. Yeah, sorry. DCKO, bro. What did you think about the finale, man?
I loved it, dude. I loved it. It was awesome. I can't.
Dude, these moments were nuts. It was
Yeah.
Hobby went off. Yeah.
I just cannot believe I was so ready. Well, hold on. Before I say that, let me preface this by saying I understand that I can be a pretentious asshole when it comes to like the books that I like. I know that about myself and I accept it. So when the DCKO event was pitched and there's like, it's a big, we're going to smash the toys together. We're going to have Mortal Kombat via freaking DC. I was like, this is going to be so dumb and I'm going to hate it. And I'm going to talk shit about it because there's no way that it could possibly be good. And then it just like was tons of fun. I haven't had this much fun with a comic book event. Dude, I'm struggling to go. I'm back to the 2000s, like the early 2000s before I could find an event where I'm like, yeah, that did it for me. This was just
okay.
It was so well done. It was so well done, man. I don't know what did you think in regards to it being an event?
I thought it was really well done as well. I thought it was some parts of it were a little bit more oversold. I thought the whole bracket thing was kind of like turned out to be not really a big deal in the end, but
At
it was
all.
still right. It was still cool how they marketed it. I thought I loved the ultimate message and kind of like New Horizon and playing field and stuff that we got at the end of it. And it worked for me. I thought it was I love that little bit like into this page. Talking about taking it to the next level and all that shit. It's corny, but it worked for me, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. And I think from our comic book these days, it really resonated with me in that sense as a reader. And I just love all the big swings that you get in this thing, like literally big swings, right? They're punching through different multiverses and realities and fighting all across the span of DC Comics. So it was like really dope to see that happen and the way Javi used all these different panels and pages and his designs to render that. So I really thought he was the star of the show, man. I thought it was just fantastic. Every page, every panel, just so dynamic and incredible. And then we got our boy Wes to finish up things, Wes Craig on the final 3 pages with Darkseid talking about that he still has his absolute warriors. And dude, what does that mean? And we get a crisis of that. We're going to get an absolute crisis. So I'm kind of here for that. Like I saw some people wanting that DC is bringing back another crisis, but I'm here for it. It's their thing.
That's what they do. Yeah.
Exactly. It's their event moniker, and Absolute Crisis just makes sense. So, or however they want to get with it, But regardless, I'm here for it, and yeah, I would love to own this page of art right here.
Dude, don't. Oh.
I love the colors too, man. By the way, I just want to shout this out, because I saw this at the credit page and I didn't realize it until the 5th issue. Haas on the lettering fucking murdered it. Like his lettering so cool. I loved all his whole design for the voice of the King Omega. Like I love that he was on a huge big event book for DC because he totally deserves it.
You had those titles too that looked like the letters were kind of getting like stretched out, like like pulled through space and time. Like, it looked really cool.
Absolutely, or compressed. Like, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
killed it. So, shout out to us. Yeah, great event though, man. I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. No regret. Since the beginning of All In up till now, I've really enjoyed the ride, and now that we're moving full steam into this year's stuff, I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what they got for us next. So.
Like it's crazy how much it works. Like it works as an event, right? It works as a hype, like a hype man, basically, for what comes next in DC with the next level. They pitch that in a way that doesn't, again, throw you off, kilter or something. It's just like they sneak it in there in a really satisfying way after Soups kind of wins the battle in his way. It serves as the follow-up for the next event that's coming down the pipeline, but also circles back around to the very beginning of DC All In with the Wes Craig of it all. Like, it just again, it's like it works on so many levels, man. So,
hell yeah,
DC
doing great things. We appreciate you, DC. Let's see what the comment said. Pete said Dar was insane. Totally agree, brother. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have any background on Javi Fernandez? By the way,
I do.
Okay, we're in the same boat then.
Yeah. Rogue said he just finished it. A lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, the Daniel Warren Johnson covers for this. Really a lot of great variant covers for this one. Mm-hmm. I think we got a couple of them on the covers of the week tonight. But I said the only thing is it felt like too much on all the pages. I wish the fights and conversations had just a page more to breathe. Man, I thought yes and no, but I thought they definitely gave them, ample space to breathe and kind of have their big moments in this one. It was pretty dope. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's do the new segment first. You know what? Guys, we got a new segment for you. Hold on. Let me put StreamYard to work here with these stock sounds.
Hey.
Comic book casting call, guys. We're gonna cast our roles for different comic book teams. We're gonna do classic teams. We were thinking about doing the Absolute Universe at one point today, but it just seemed like we hadn't had enough time with those characters, at least for me, to really get my head around it. It was daunting. Trying to find a 6'9", 400-pound actor to play Batman, Absolute Batman. But regardless, we settled on FF. We wanted to start with an easy team, super classic. So that's what we're going to go with. But yeah, we're going to mix it up week to week, do different teams, we're going to do modern books, classic books. I can't wait to get into it. But yeah, we're doing the Fantastic Four tonight. I'm going to let my man start with his choice. First off, for Mr. Fantastic. Talk to the people.
Dude, okay. So Reed Richards. This has been on my mind since they started casting like the movie that we got with Fantastic Four First Steps. And there was so much speculation. Is it going to be John Krasinski? Is it going to be the guy that we got, Pedro Pascal? I think Adam Driver was like the dude that's name was attached to it for a hot second as well. I'm sorry, but as soon as like this name implanted itself in my head as Reed Richards, it just stuck there and it would not go away. Lakeith Stanfield, the dude probably best known for Atlanta, and that's the reason why I chose him for this part as well, is that he plays such an off-kilter character in that book that lives in his own world that I was like, dude, like you take that and you twist it into a more serious manner, and I feel like you got the character of Reed Richards. The dude is an awesome actor though, man. You saw him bring an emotional range in the very small part that he got to play in Get Out. You see him play a really interesting character in a really interesting movie in Sorry for Interrupting, I believe is the name of it. Really great stuff. He has big range, but like I feel like he could really dial into that introspective, like in his own world energy that you need for a Reed Richards.
Like it, dude. I love that call. That's a great cast. All right, who is your Invisible Woman? Sue Storm.
Ooh. Okay. Oh crap, I forgot her name now. I think it's Victoria Peretti. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Right. So she's been in a couple different things. I've known her primarily being an actress in some of the Mike Flanagan properties, primarily Haunting of Hill House. I think that the character she played in that brought a vulnerability, a pain, but also a love and care that is needed for the character of Sue Storm, who is the emotional core of the family, the one that holds all the chaos together. I think that she has the range and capability to take on that type of character as well and kind of bring that home. And if it needs to get harrowing, she can definitely go there, because if you've seen Haunting a Hill House, she secretly plays two parts, and one of them is very, very gruesome. Very
I love her in You too on Netflix, dude, with what's his name, Penn Badgley. She's fantastic in that.
Oh, never seen that. Okay, see, there we go. More reason.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Your Human Torch. Ooh, little Stranger Things mix up here. I like it.
Yeah, this is one of those that I feel like everyone and their mother has said, but I honestly I cannot think of a better option for the character. You need that hothead in more ways than one, and he's played that part. You saw him do it in the reboot of Power Rangers. You saw him do that in Stranger Things. I think he has that energy, he has that charisma, he has the look to take on Johnny Storm. Like, just say less. Everyone is just right about this fan casting.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. And last but not least, Nick Offerman is the thing. Talk to me. I love it.
Yeah, I feel okay. Here's where I got to be honest once again, which is that I think they just got the perfect casting. I think they did find the right person in First Steps. I didn't know if Eben Moss-Bacharach was going to be that dude, and then I watched the movie and I'm like, oh my god, like his voice just hits like in ways that I feel like we didn't get when Michael Chiklis was the character, even though he was really good. This is honestly, sorry, Nick, you're great. You're great, buddy, but you're honestly the second pick, but I couldn't just choose the guy that already got the part. So Nick Offerman, you're the pitch hitter.
Chiklis was great, though.
He was really good, especially for being in that damn suit all the time too. Like he was actually doing
like that persona. Hell yeah. All right. Your boy's up. First and foremost, Billy Crudup as Reed Richards. Just looks the part, man. Has got that suave.
I get that, yeah.
Thing. He's already played a genius scientist in Watchmen, already gave us some of that comic book flavor with Dr. Manhattan. But yeah, dude, I just think he's dialed in for that role. Dude's always been one of my favorite actors. He brings such a cool, calm confidence to like all the roles he plays in, and I don't know, just has this great energy about him. So I could see him being like enigmatic, but I could also see him being consumed by his work to the point where he neglects those around him. Just really playing that well.
And he's a golden god, so
there you go. yeah, almost famous. I love it, dude. I've seen that movie 800 million times.
If that's not even enough, then watch it one more time.
I agree with you. I agree with you. So who else better to play, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, than his real life wife, Naomi Watts, dude? I think,
For real?
Yeah. They got married, I think, a couple years ago. I didn't know either until I was researching it for that one.
Okay.
And I was like, who would make a great Invisible Woman? And Naomi Watts. I looked at him like, oh, she's married? I was like, put it in the bag then. Yeah, they're married. But also she's one of my favorite, actresses of all time. The way, the emotional weight she can bring to a role, I think, is incredible. When I think about like just how devastating she is in like a movie like 21 Grams or something like that. I don't know if you've ever seen her in that, but
dude, man, it's been a second. That was a really good movie, man.
She's a force of nature, dude. So I think she could be, like you said, she is the emotional center of that team. I think she could pull that off, but also be a mom. She could have that warmth, but also be a badass when the time comes for it. All right, these next two I completely blame on my recent rewatch of Breaking Bad, unapologetically. These two came to mind right away. Human Torch, Aaron Paul. I want to hear him say "Flame on, bitch." Come on, like, I gotta
fire, bitch.
But yeah, definitely inspired by Jesse Pinkman. But come on, dude. I think it would be such a fun casting. Just got that youthful exuberance energy. But I know he's getting up there in years now. We're all getting old, but regardless, dude, I would love to see like Pinkman era Aaron Paul in the Human Torch role. I think it would be a great call for it. And to that note, for Ben Grimm the Thing, none other than Dean Norris, aka Hank Schrader, for the Thing, dude. Now I leaned on AI for this one, but I asked it to draw me up a line of comparisons between the Thing and Hank Schrader, and the list is uncanny, guys. Number one, the tough guy with a big personality. Number two, wisecracking as a defense mechanism. Number three, the physically dominant heavy of the group. Number four, unexpected emotional depth. Number five, deep loyalty to family. Number six, the blue collar identity. Number seven, this one blew my mind. The tragic body narrative, bro. Both their bodies betray them. Like,
minerals.
Ball game. Ball game. Ball game.
Oh man.
Oh my God. All right, moving on. So that was Casting Call, y'all. Look forward to it every week. Oh, that was fun.
Dude, could you just imagine a scene in your casted Fantastic Four movie though, where the Thing looks up and he's just like, Reed, you dumb son of a bitch. Don't you realize that Galactus already made up his mind 10 minutes ago?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Sorry,
Dang
man.
it.
I just don't see a scenario where this guy lives.
So good. Oh man.
Great stuff. All right. Covers of the week, man. I am throwing it to you first. Talk to me. Ooh, great choice.
Okay, so for Beneath the Trees, the book that we were just talking about here, it's so tough, man. Ice Cream Man did it so well. We've seen other books do it well. When you got a Dr. Seuss variant cover, man, like it's really hard to turn that down. This is done by Elizabeth Beals, and again, this isn't like bold, like we've seen this before, but like I'm just a sucker for it, right? And I'll lean into that. So, yeah, Beneath the Trees.
Oh yeah. Oh, before we move on, I wanted to see everybody's comments. My bad, y'all. We had some great casting choices.
Oh, that's my number 2.
Riz Ahmed would be a great Reed Richards. Great call, Bob. I love that. That's super dope.
Bob, if you haven't seen Midnight Mass, by the way, do yourself a favor and watch Midnight Mass. He plays such a great character in that. Oh,
is that the Mike Flanagan series?
That's the vampire one.
Yeah,
dude.
That one is fire. Omega says, sorry to bother you. It's a Boots Riley movie. Hell yeah, that's a great movie. Great call.
Hell yeah.
Great recommendation. Absolutely. Go watch that, y'all. All right, Bob has got Elsa Gonzalez and Sue Storm. I don't have to look her up.
Okay, good. I thought I was alone there. I was just like, whoosh, right over my head.
Ron Perlman is a Thing. I love that call. Great
That's a
stuff.
good one.
Absolutely. I already played a gruff, rocky guy. Chalamet as Johnny Storm. I thought about I was kicking around Chalamet as Absolute Superman, but then I dropped it, man. I wanted to be somebody like with some international flair to the. I don't want it to be a white person.
Yeah, it's hard. You got to get someone that's not necessarily bulky. Like Superman's a little bit leaner. He's got a swimmer's physique in the Absolute universe. So, yeah.
Rooster said, honestly, I kind of like the idea of casting older folks as Reed and Sue like you did too. Hell yeah, I did go older with my squad.
Yep.
It's hard to go younger, man.
It really is.
It's a ton of choices. Omega said, now I miss David Lynch all over again. Naomi and Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that woman has quite the resume. Michael Richards. Fantastic. Well, choice from Bob. We love it, guys. Keep them coming. Hope y'all enjoyed that, man. We're going to do it every week. We'd love y'all for y'all to chime in the chat as well. All right, E. Number 2. What you got, bro?
Mike Del Mundo, dude. This was
yes.
If we're talking not just covers of the week, but like the top cover of the week for me, this one takes it, bar none. This is just like for all the money, dude. That Dark Side is fantastic, man. The Shattering Earth, the heart, truly the heart of Apocalypse, man. It's Mike Del Mundo, dude. That guy, he has better ideas than I feel like anyone.
It's crazy, and it like sometimes this one you have to like sit with it for a minute and really kind of. Man, it's just it looks simple, but it's so much more than that, and that's true of every one of his covers. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude, I am so here for the Lonergan concentric circle phase that he's got going on right now. I love it. I love it.
Yes. Jesse Lonergan. Need I say more? Like if you say that name, I feel like, and you know what he does, you know what you're gonna get, but you're still pleasantly surprised and delighted by everything that he delivers, man. So. Yeah, Speed Racer, man, just killed it, man. He brought all the energy of the entire issue on a single page.
Absolutely.
Dude, yes. Jason Pearson. I got sucked back into this series. I'm not even going to lie.
I know. I heard you talking good about it on the reviews, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm reinvested again because
that's awesome, though.
It is. I'm here for it, man. I want to see what these crazy people do in these crazy houses with these crazy aliens with crazy faces. So Jason Pearson doing the damn thing.
Dude, this one blew me away. I didn't even know this existed.
I didn't either until today. This is the third printing of the DC All-In Special variant cover by Nick Dragotta, drawing the Trinity in both universes. Dude, as soon as I saw this, I was just like, oh,
dude. And then the dark side of the top, like,
yeah,
it's
I
so
need
sick,
it.
yo. His Absolute Soups is so good. Like, I just
I don't
love
know
the
if
way
I've
he
seen
uses
him
shadow.
draw. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this might be the first time I've seen him draw that character.
Same.
And like, I'm here for it. Do it more. And I love the little differences between the characters too. Like Diana's hair between the two characters. Such a small little detail, but I'm like, oh, dude, like that. It really just it makes them feel and look so different, man. And again, you see the lean Bruce versus hulking brutish Bruce. So good.
So good, dude. Great choice. All right. Batter up. Ian Bertram. I mean, what's not to love about this one? Absolutely incredible use of color. Yeah, DCKO variant, man. You got to cop any Ian Bertram variant. Like, that's just a much cop to me.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss out on these. Everyone is something special, and can't wait to get that Kickstarter art book.
I was gonna say we got the yes. Oh, give it to me now.
Oh yeah. Luca Castellanguida chose the Virgin variant of the. I think this is like the regular cover, but regardless, dude, just badass the sword fight. I love the black and white look of this Virgin variant.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, doing some great stuff over there on Lost Fantasy. Y'all check that book out. Sanford Green doing the Doom variant of Wolverine. What?
I knew you would pick this one, dude. I knew it.
What? It's insane. It's insane. I love I love all these like little character / Wolverine moments around him, and then Doom at the top. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Sanford's got cooking. I know he's got something in the pipeline with them. I think Doom related. So,
dude, could we get him on a Wolverine book interiors? Like after seeing this, could you imagine?
Did you see Felix Comic Art on Instagram posted I don't know. I think it was a commission. He did. It's Wolverine fighting Nuke. And he's got like Wolverine's got his claws up under Nuke's like head like that, and it's just absolutely insane, man. Sanford's such a great artist. Yeah,
I just cool really dude too.
Love his style, absolutely, man. And he's always at the con, so y'all make sure you show him some love. Narco #1 had this dope Vertigo. I love this, the Hitchcockian. I didn't check out this #1. Did you, Daniel Hilliard and Doug Wagner?
No, I haven't checked this one out. I love that though. That's that Hitchcockian Vertigo-esque kind of look and feel.
Bass thing. Yeah, hell yeah. Sleep #8, of course, had its last one, Gene Ha in the variant. I just love this one. Showing what it was like for poor boy inside that monster, and then Wayshak doing this Nectar variant. Just absolutely gorgeous, man.
You picked up like 7 copies at your LCS, right?
Negative.
You're out here influencing the market?
No, I didn't even read this one. Did you read it?
I did not. No.
Yeah. Marvel's doing a bunch of dope Doom homages, and I love this John Byrne tribute that we got from the Avengers. Super fire. Had to throw that one in there, and then last but not least, it's Panosian time, baby.
Yes.
Shadow of them all, hell yeah. So I had to shout out Dan the Man.
Sometimes you don't put things together, and like, man, how cool! Like, I would have never thought, like, yeah, Dan Panosian should draw Darth Maul. Like, that seems like such a slam dunk, man, to see him draw that kind of character. Like, oh man, I want to see like an action scene rendered by Panosian with that character. That would be so freaking cool.
That would be super dope. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, I think that's what's impressed me most over the last couple of years with him is just like one, his ability just to, I always knew him as an inker in the 90s, his ability just to be a straight up penciler and incredible cover artist, but like his the way he can switch styles, the way he can do like these close up portrait shots, he can do action shots, he can do anything, man. He's really a master of so many different styles and poses and compositions. It's incredible to see. Like, you never know what he's going to come up with, and I love how he sneaks in these great homages every now and then. Like, he had that Craven's Last Hunt homage not that long ago, and I don't know. He's just it's really cool to see him, continue to elevate, being in the game this long. So shout out to Dan the man.
Yeah, hopefully him and the crew get that drink and draw thing he was mentioning, like Off the Ground and Running. They had the YouTube show that they were doing for a while, and I think they said that they pitched it as a real life, like actual show. Like that'd be really awesome. I hope they get that rocking and rolling because I missed that show.
Oh yeah. All right, before we get out of here, bro, talk to me about Comics of Futures Past, dude. You picked a banger for today. I love it, man.
It was one of those obvious ones. As soon as I started going back in the years and like looking at what was released on March 4th, I could not deny that this was going to be the choice. So, Comics of Futures Past, released on March 4th, 1998. The Generation X Underground special came out here. This was a sea change, man. This, I feel like, was the first time that I saw indie sensibilities at the big two before anything else here. The story of this book isn't necessarily the biggest part of it, though, because we get some one-pagers in here. We get a couple, like short stories in here, and it's fun, right? It's great stuff. I encourage everyone to go check this out. But what's really crazy is the story about how this got released, because Jim Mahfood came to be well known after Clerks, the comic book, came out, because everyone knew Kevin Smith, and that name really bolstered a lot of eyeballs. And then they saw this cat Jim Mahfood and like, oh wow, he's doing some really crazy work, and like his popularity just kept rising and rising and rising from there on out. And then Generation X came out. The crazy thing, though, is that Generation X was actually done before Clerks had come out. He had already linked up with Scott Lobdell, who he had met at a convention previously, kind of showed him his self-published books, particularly Cosmic Toast, which is very clearly like an inspiration. It's kind of like the thing that made him go with this design aesthetic and the color choices here. Pitched him on that, and he said, yeah, let's have some conversations. Let me hook you up with the editor here, and we're going to get something off the ground. So he did this book before he did Clerks, blows up, from Clerks, and then this comes out. But he was already had one foot in the door at the big two before any of this had even happened, just through luck, divine intervention, whatever the case may be. It's just crazy the way that things work out, though. But like, what a fresh voice, what a fresh look to a book, and on such a perfect property of the time that was Generation X, that version of the New Mutants. Essentially, it just fit, it just worked. It was like, it was all the stars lining up here. I have a personal journey with this book as well, seeing that when I recreated my collection, when I picked up this book, I took it out of its poly bag here, and lo and behold, on the back cover there, signed by the man himself here, without even having to go to the convention itself. Yeah, so it was one of those sneaky things. I got it from a dollar bin, and boom, there it was. So
you got it from a dollar bin, and it was signed by Mahfood?
Yep.
Dude.
So
that's an all-time dollar bin find, bro.
It was an easy add to my Mahfood collection here, but just happy, always happy to spotlight that dude's work here.
Absolutely.
March 4th, 98, Generation X Underground special. Go check it out. It is full of funky delight.
Yeah, it's I wish, they were doing things like this these days. This is what they need, this type of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Kickstarters, I can't wait to arrive, dude. Arachnid Enforcer also.
Yeah, that's going to be coming. I think he said he's going to start shipping that come May. I'm really excited, because his bootleg Batman character that he did previously.
Oh my god, that was insane.
Wild,
Savage Street Vigilante ruled. Yeah, so can't wait for that. But shout out to Jim Mahfood, one of the dopest doing it. Just all around cool dude, incredible artist. Shout out to the crew at Ink Pulp. Yep, follow Ink Pulp on YouTube if you don't already. One of the best comic book podcasts out there with artists. All right, bro. What are you excited for this week that dropped today? That you were your Seasons is coming back. I know you're happy for that.
I am. Yeah, this week has a lot of cool. Okay, so I shouldn't say there's a lot of cool books. I feel like there's a small subset of books that I plan on reading. It's a shorter week overall than normal for me personally, but I feel like what we have is it's like a distilled version of greatness. So I'm really excited for a lot of these books here. Storm really jumps out, man. I'm having such a great time with that issue. The first issue that came out, the reintroduction, if you will, about the second volume. it just reignited my love of everything that Mirowe Aodeli was doing in that first volume, which is like letting things breathe and really taking and looking at things from a very unique perspective that we don't get in most big two comics. So if you're not reading Storm, like, trust me, this is not one you want to skip out on. Like, make sure play catch up on it, but then catch up with us because it's really worthwhile. I read Turtles already. Turtles was a heck of a lot of fun, man. I'm really enjoying Gene Luen Yang's time on that title. And then Bleeding Hearts. Bleeding Hearts, I feel like with this issue, the first issue was very lighthearted, and it was kind of one of those things like, well, did this need to be Vertigo? It was like, it couldn't be normal DC, but it felt more like an Image title than a Vertigo title, if that makes a little bit of sense. The second issue, though, I'm just like, oh, yeah. Oh, no, this belongs at Vertigo. This is a Vertigo book without a shadow of a doubt now. So, yeah, make sure to check those out. Those have been really good so far. What about you, though?
I mean, definitely those ones you mentioned. Absolute Batman, Poison Ivy, Kennedy arc wrapping up. Die Loaded, hearing Kieran Gillen talk about this issue in his email. I'm excited for it. You know, it sounds like we're going to get some shit going down in this one. So I'm here for it. And what else I was just looking at? Space Ghost number 9.
Yeah, Space Ghost was dope.
Definitely here for that. And then High Strangeness number 5. We got Christian Ward on this one, on the artwork.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Christian Ward, Dave Chisholm, Noah Bailey, all listed as artists on this one. So very intriguing to see what that one's going to be about.
Interesting. Okay.
I think they're going to try to tie all the streams together, which is going to be hard. But
dang, I'm going to have to circle back around that. I missed the last issue, so like I was going to play catch up later on it, but oh man, hearing that, okay, maybe I'm going to have to add that to the pull list then.
Do it, bro.
Late edition.
Yeah, but it's not as strong as the past 2 weeks have been, but that's to be expected. Every week can't be 10 plus amazing books to choose from, but regardless, plenty great stuff out there.
Yeah, we got a strong.
What's going to be the speculator? It's going to be the speculators book of the week. Dork number 2.
No, I think there was Tigress Island was the hot book of the week here. It seems to be like there's going to be one every single week. Tigress Island, wild. It was okay. I read it. It was fine. Like it was it was silly fun, right? Like if you're looking for a book that you don't have to take too seriously, that's your book.
Oh damn. Yeah, Rooster he wanted to pick up a copy, but got cleaned out by the speculators. Damn, bro.
Yeah, the art is crazy, man. Like the art is wild in that book. So
yeah. Usagi. We got a Jim Rowe Usagi cover. Dang. Good look. I gotta check that out, Omega. Oh yeah. Yeah, Pete says he's excited for Atron as well. Yeah, finalize those surveys, y'all. Oh yeah.
I wonder what Ian's been up to. We haven't talked to him in quite a while. Maybe we should talk to him again.
Yeah, we definitely need to. I would love to.
Yeah.
Simpleton says, speaking of Kickstarter, and this too is looking forward to Texas Kid. My brother, I heard Stu loved Iger Cortez 2 X-Men books. I don't fault Iger on his work there, man. He was up against a deadline, but I do think I don't know, man. Sometimes meeting a deadline is not the best thing for your career. And that's not his best work, and he shouldn't be held to that. But
well, correct me if I'm wrong. He had some inspired run on Gables, though, right? Like he
has great work out there. Absolutely. Okay. This guy's just trying to back me into a corner per usual. You know what I mean? Mind like a steel trap. Doesn't forget anything. Love you, Igor. Guys, this is a great show. We went a little long, but hope y'all enjoyed the new segment. We got some more new stuff coming up next show. But as always, thank you for spending these Wednesday nights with us, spreading a little bit of love and light and talking about these comic books we love, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We will be back next week. You got anything you want to plug on the in-between time coming up that you got going on?
Yeah, got my haul video that's coming out tomorrow for all of the things outside of the floppies, or I should say outside of the new issues that I got in February. So make sure to check that out. There's a lot of cool things here. I got a couple things delivered today that we'll see later on here, but I'm really excited for. Other than that, new comic book reviews, you know, all the same jazz here. I got something cooking in the background, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So yeah, be patient, but you're going to see something wild and crazy.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all. Well, until next time, take care of yourselves out there. We'll see y'all. Peace.